On the record in the matter, the people of the state of Michigan versus Scott Douglas Wickham, file number 24-00109. Council appearance.
Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tiffany DeBurn on behalf of Scott Wickham, who is currently making his way to the podium.
How are you, Mr. Wickham?
I'm good, thank you, Anna.
Today was the date set for a final pretrial. Let's see, do we have witnesses?
No, we do not, Your Honor.
How do you want to proceed, counsel?
Your Honor, we would move for dismissal.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. So that means that the people do have the right to reissue the charge against you, okay? Do you have any questions?
Okay.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Not from defense, Your Honor.
We'll get you a copy of the knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Nice.
You too. See. Yeah, any public defender, I suppose. Is that what?
He's getting screened out by Miss Solage.
What's she here for? Lord help us. So they can all come and sit in the courtroom. What a mess. Versus Jonas Pritchett, file number 23-01702. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of James Pritchett.
Okay, Mr. Pritchett here.
He is not, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll issue a warrant. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Deshaun Roberts, file number 24-00087. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Deshaun Aaron Roberts.
How are you, Mr. Roberts?
Doing good. How about yourself, Your Honor?
I'm well, thank you. Today was the date and time set for final pretrial. Do we have witnesses here?
No, we do not, Your Honor.
Council, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, we would ask that the court dismiss this case.
Case will be dismissed without prejudice. It just means that the people do have the right to reissue the charge against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of the dismissal. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing for the defense.
Have a seat, we'll get you a copy. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Dante Robinson, file number 23-03626, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Riley on behalf of Dante Robinson.
Is Mr. Robinson present?
He is not in.
Okay, I'll issue a bench warrant. Record on that one. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Valdez, file number 24-00157, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr. David Valdez.
Is the date set for final pretrial? How are you, Mr. Valdez?
Hi, well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Do we have necessary witnesses here?
No, we do not.
Council, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, in lieu of the fact that the prosecutor cannot proceed, we would ask that the case be dismissed.
Your motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice, so the people do have the right to reissue the charge against you, okay? Do you have any questions? We'll get you a copy of your dismissal in just a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is Joseph Allen Boss present?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Where are the eight? Are they all here? Sam's
The only person.
and Sowers?
Sowers is here. I don't see Christina Sams, but Mr. Allen Boss is here.
Okay.
The couple bench warrants, we just did it. I
Couldn't hear you.
for Ellen Boss, we just did a bench warrant from yesterday.
I'm assuming.
Yes, please. And then Ms. Sowers needs to come into the courtroom.
So Tuesday. Yeah.
Mr. Whitman, can you tell Ms. Sowers to come into the courtroom, please?
Yes.
On the record in the matter of the people of this state of Michigan versus Joseph Allen Boss, file number 24-00062, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr. Joseph Allen Boss.
Mr. Allen Boss, how are you?
I'm doing well today.
I'm doing well. Where were you yesterday?
Yesterday, I was at my wife's place, getting ready for coming into court today. She allowed me to stay the night so that I could clean up and represent.
We have some forms.
Yes,
Supposed to be in.
I don't know the picture. I mean, I don't remember about it yesterday. Can you see it in the system?
Yeah, he has been.
So here are the numbers. One word is in the OP, entertainment, and the other one is dignity. Okay. 19, 319, and then the other one is 18. Okay, you were supposed to be before the court March 18th and March 19th. You failed to appear. Where were you then?
Yeah, I was homeless.
I didn't ask you what were your living conditions. I asked you why weren't you in court?
Because I was unaware of what my court dates were. Your Honor.
Unaware?
Had the paperwork stolen from me. I contacted Mr. Lee as soon as I had my cell phone turned back on to inquire when my court dates were. And began correspondence with him.
How was your paperwork stolen from you?
It was in a backpack that I had that was stolen from me
When was it stolen?
several weeks back.
And you knew you had court coming up.
I did.
You didn't call the court to find out, or come up to the court to find out when your court date was, knowing that you had lost your paperwork.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Why is that?
Didn't think that the court, I didn't think that the appointments were soon. I thought they were later. I know I had the appointment on the 26th. I thought.
Which
the
is
other-
today.
Yes.
How did you remember that date?
That was the one that I remember from, that was the last one that I received.
Well, you had one from the 18th and 19th. You didn't remember those. And you didn't talk to your attorney before that.
No, I spoke to my attorney as soon as I had a chance to. I emailed him as soon as I had access to the email. Yeah.
Okay. You can't get access at the library.
I don't have a library card.
You can't, his office is around the corner. You couldn't go to his office and ask to speak to him.
I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't actually sorry. I'm just asking, just trying to get you to think about the options that you had that you did not you didn't avail yourself of. You knew you had more than one case pending in court.
Yes.
Completely disregarded the fact that you need to figure out when those dates are because you lost your backpack. You were supposed to be in court on the 18th for a driving while having a high blood alcohol level.
Yes.
I issued a bench warrant on that one. And then you also have a malicious destruction of property that you were supposed to be in court on the 19th.
Yes, sir.
What's your phone number?
517-894-9668.
So now I have a weapons possession under the influence, and I have a malicious destruction of property less than 200. How are we proceeding on these?
Your Honor, we initially had talked about a global solution for both cases. However, we ran into a snag. We believe we do have the current case before the court today, the weapons possession under the influence. We believe that we have a plea that is agreeable to everybody. Ms. Petrosky would like to run it by her superiors and make sure they're okay with the case and so forth. That's their procedure. So I think that we're ready to at least resolve today's case.
They're both
just
gonna
a
be
short
today.
adjournment.
They're both gonna be today's case because he doesn't come on his day. Did you talk to him about the MDOP today?
I did talk to him about the MDOP and we're at an impasse in terms of solution on that case. That
Is
case.
there an offer?
There was, Your Honor.
Okay, he doesn't want to accept the offer?
No.
What was the offer?
The offer was a global resolution between the two cases. If you were to plead guilty as charged in the MDOP case, we would dismiss the firearm, possessing firearm while intoxicated case, and then restitution of $846.54 would be going to the victim in this case, and then also a term for Mr. Alabas to surrender the firearm.
How much was the restitution?
$846.54.
Okay, and you do not want to accept that offer, sir?
And we're gonna have to discuss it a little bit further, I think.
Okay, I'll give you a new date. April 2nd at 10. April 2nd at what time? 10. April 2nd at 10 for both files. We gotta get you a new date for your city file. It's your responsibility to keep up with your court dates, sir, whether you get your book bag or paperwork stolen or lost or not. If you lose that time, those dates and times, or the paperwork that has that, it's your responsibility to contact the court or contact your attorney, and telling us that you don't have access to your phone is not sufficient, because your attorney works around the corner. You can get access to an email because you can go and get a library card, and you can use the computers for free. You can walk to the court. We're right here, open to the public, Monday through Friday, and you can find out what your court dates are. We're not gonna babysit you to find out what your court dates are. You have to keep up with those dates, and you have more than one court date. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I apologize. I've been in a really hard spot, and I know that has no bearing on any of this, but I apologize.
City matter?
It was like presenting. I don't know if you need to do something for probation.
Did you report to probation back in November?
Yes, I did. I reported to a Heather Duhosky.
Well, you, let me see here, I don't even see.
This Heather.
Good morning, Ms. Duhosky, it's Judge Simmons, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. I'm in the, on the record, but I have Joseph Ellenboss here, and I had told him to report to probation prior to sentencing back in November 7th. I'm trying to confirm if he did that and if he needs to check in with you all, because he was supposed to be here for sentencing and he did not appear. So this is my first time seeing him.
Got it. So yeah, I met with him and I did do the PSI on the, let me pull up the case number.
I have 23-01644.
Yes, so that one should have a PSI that has been completed.
Okay, so we can just
Yep.
reset that sentencing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do April 8th at 9. April 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning is your new date for sentencing, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions for the court?
No, I do not.
Okay, we'll get you a copy of your notices to appear. Any additional matters for the record today on these files?
Nothing for the people.
Nothing to defense, thank you. Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set. Christina Sams failed to appear. And Martinez is in custody? Like in the building or?
Yes.
Okay. You can go and have it brought up. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Coding Sowers, file number 23-03698. Yes, please.
Peter Page Petrowski on behalf of the people. Mr. Woods, the attorney.
Thank you very much.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee, appearing on behalf of Cody and Stowers.
Okay, today's the date and time that was set for a pre-trial, and this is for a dog license vaccination. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I believe that we have come to an agreement. We are right now working out the logistics and finalizing the communications. Ms. Sowers has agreed to provide proof that the dog is in fact allergic to vaccines, and that is why it cannot be vaccinated. She wanted to see an offer from the prosecutor in writing that stated that she would dismiss the case if that proof was produced. Ms. Petrosky, I believe, has probably just sent me an email that will provide us that in writing. And Ms. Sowers tells me she will be able to produce the letter. Will that be today?
Yes, sir.
So I will get the proof from Ms. Sowers, and we should be able to get this case resolved forthwith.
A letter from the veterinarian?
From the veterinarian, yes.
The dog has been vaccinated before?
He's not my dog.
How are you getting a letter from the vet for the animal? Whose dog is it?
I didn't want to get into all that. I thought we had a deal.
I asked you a question.
Whose dog is it?
Yes.
Robert Lawson's dog.
And you have custody of the dog?
Sometimes.
Well, if the dog belongs to Robert Lawson's, where is she responsible for?
The dog resides at her residence from time to time, Your Honor, and was on her property at the time that the citation was issued.
I did try to do. I don't know that one.
These are all Sam's. I don't have those hours.
Charge of the case is not the dog not being licensed. The dog has to be vaccinated.
The dog license.
Or
It's dog license and vaccination.
Then we dismiss the case if I can provide proof of a dog license.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you guys do,
I'm sorry.
this goes on outside of the court. This doesn't go on here, okay? You take your laptop, you're the attorney, she's not. She's gonna be quiet until she's told to speak. You were giving an offer. Did the offer include her not getting licensed, or she's gotta get proof that the dog cannot be vaccinated, and then Ingham County Animal Control is supposed to accept that and give her a license on the dog?
So it was my understanding that the problem with getting the dog license was that the dog wasn't vaccinated, because I believe they require vaccination as a part of that.
Indeed.
So if the dog is in fact allergic to vaccinations and she's able to provide documentation from that, from a veterinarian's office, official veterinarian office letterhead stating that the dog is in fact allergic, then we would dismiss the case and she'd be able to submit that documentation and get the dog properly licensed.
How, you're gonna dismiss it without the license is what you're saying? Or she has to get the license? That's what we're trying to clarify.
My apologies. I don't think I wrote that very clearly. She would need to then provide the documentation and get the license.
And get the license. So she's got to provide that documentation to Ingham County Animal Control, and they have to accept it and give her a license for the dog.
okay.
So I guess a new email could be sent to clarify
Yes.
that.
Okay.
This is a dog license, dog vaccination, and just dismissing it without her having a dog license is not going to stop Ingham County Animal Control from going back and citing her again for a dog failure to be licensed. That has to be addressed with Ingham County Animal Control.
And that is, I'm unfamiliar with the process. That's the process when you present a letter like that to them?
I've never heard of a dog not being able to be vaccinated, so I can't speak to that. I don't know, I didn't know they performed those type of allergy tests on dogs, but I'm sure they do. But whatever that process is, that needs to be provided to Ingham County Animal Control, and then they would use that and still grant a license under the circumstance. She still's gotta get a license, or whoever the owner of the dog is gotta get a license.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'll get that done. Can we do a short adjournment to make that?
Yeah, well, understanding that she still's gotta get a license, that's why I'm clarifying, that's gonna take a little longer than just providing a letter today. Still gotta go and get a license, so we can reset this to give time to do that and get the license, so we'll do a couple weeks.
April 16th at 10:30.
April 16th at 10:30. Do you have a question?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing for the defense.
We'll get you your notice to appear. Thank you, Your Honor. You're welcome. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Tracy Dwayne Martinez, file number 23-03487, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tracy Martinez.
How are you, Mr. Martinez?
Doing wonderful.
Excellent.
Being in jail.
Today's the date that's set for a pretrial. I'm gonna have a PA 53 violation hearing for today. Let's see. There was a domestic violence charge. Was there an offer on this?
There was, Your Honor. The offer was for him to plead guilty to domestic violence with no objection to 769.
Did he want to accept that offer?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll set it for final pretrial and we'll reset the hearing so that on the bond violation, so that the witness is subpoenaed.
April 30th at 8 for the final pretrial.
April 30th at 8 for final pretrial and the hearing for the P 53.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
May 14th at 8.
May 14th at 8 a.m. for jury trial. Do you have any questions today, sir?
Yes, if I can get a bond, PR bond, so I can get my house settled before I have a dog and stuff that I need to take care of.
No, you don't come to court. That's why we had to remand you. Any other questions?
Do I at least have a bond? At all?
I said, no, you don't
Oh,
come to
okay.
court.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Not for the defense. Your Honor.
Nothing from the people.
Thank you. We'll see you at your next court date.
Yes.
Mark Pierce present.
Okay, okay, like you're all set? Okay. You know the deal? Okay.
Sir in the jail, what's your name?
Benjamin Riddle.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on the record of the state of Michigan versus Michelle Lee Wilbur, file number 22-01595, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Tuchakowski on behalf of the people.
Good morning, everyone. Ben Screen on behalf of the defendant, Michelle Wilbur, she's in my conference room. We're both appearing by Zoom.
Okay, good morning. Today's the date that is scheduled for a pre-trial. See, for retail fraud, 3rd degree. And I think our last court date, we were still waiting for discovery. I assume you would have gotten that at this point. How are we proceeding?
I believe there will be a plea, Your Honor. We did receive discovery, and Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski sent me an email offering the client pled to the charge. There'd be an agreement of no upfront jail.
Was there restitution?
There's not restitution, and I also filled out a plea sheet. I know Mr. Green's not the person, but the court was it.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Wilbur, that's how you want to proceed? You want to enter a guilty plea to the charge of retail fraud in the 3rd degree?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, Ms. Wilbur, you have certain rights that are available to you as part of this criminal prosecution that you would need to give up if you want to plead guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so one is the right to the presumption of innocence. So you're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecutor to prove your guilt at a jury trial by proving each element of the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent at your trial and not have silence be used against you. And you have the right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf at trial, or you can waive your right to silence and testify on your own behalf. You also can submit evidence at your trial that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. And you have the right to cross-examine or question any of the witnesses that they call against you at your trial. You're willing to give up each of those rights?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No.
Has there been any promises made to you in exchange for you giving up those rights and pleading guilty?
No.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
Yeah.
You're on probation out in Eaton County?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you discussed with your attorney how this may have impact on your probation status?
Yes.
And also a guilty plea to this could result in a charge that you may need to report to either your current employer, or you may need to report this conviction on a future job application.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It also could have impact on travel or immigration status. So you may not be able to travel to certain places with a conviction of this kind. You understand that?
Yes.
As to the retail fraud 3rd degree, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
Not a factual basis, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Wilbur, I'm going to direct your attention to April 1st, 2022. Were you at 6200 South Pennsylvania?
Yes.
And that's in the city of Lansing, County of Ingham. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's commonly known as the South Mire.
Yes.
Okay. And it was open for the public at that time.
Yes.
Right. And on that date and time, or on that date, did you attempt to take merchandise without paying, either without scanning at the self-checkout law and concealing some items?
Yes.
It was approximately, according to the report we looked at, $89.99. That even though it was merchandise that you did not intend to pay for, Meyer Security recovered it. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you had no permission to take these items or intend to steal these items. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea and find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter is set for sentencing. Your sentencing date's gonna be May 21st at 9 a.m.
May 21st, let me check, so. That'd be fine.
Okay, it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Ms. Wilbur, you need to report to probation within 48 hours in person, so no later than Thursday, 10 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
They'll get you prepared for your pre-sentence interview, okay? Do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sino was in custody. What happened to Mr. Riddle? Oh, he didn't break out. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Benjamin Riddle, file number 20-02545. Counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Benjamin Riddle.
Okay, Mr. Riddle, today's date set for a pretrial on assault and battery, and then I have a bond show cause violation also set. Was there an offer on this matter?
There was, Your Honor. The offer would be for Mr. Riddle to plead guilty to an added count 2 of disorderly person jostling, and we would dismiss count 1. And it was my understanding that Mr. Riddle wanted to accept the offer today.
Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Riddle, is that correct? You want to plead guilty to the amended charge of disorderly jostling?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Riddle, you have certain rights that are owed to you that you would have to give up if you want to plead guilty to the amended charge of disorderly jostling. First is your right to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. Did you understand that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to give that right up today?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to have a jury trial. You have the right to require the prosecutor prove your guilt at your jury trial by proving each element of the charge that's being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You can remain silent at your trial and not have silence be used against you. You can subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf or present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. You can also waive your right to silence and testify on your own behalf. And you also have the right to see, hear, or question in court any of the witnesses that the prosecution calls to testify against you. You understand each of those rights, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want to give them all up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No, ma'am.
Has there been any promises made to you in exchange for you entering a guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No, ma'am. No.
You have other court cases pending?
No, I do not, ma'am.
You understand that a guilty plea could result in a conviction that you may need to report to your employer, or you may need to put this on a future job application?
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
Okay, as to the amended charge of disorderly jostling, do you plead guilty or not guilty or stand mute?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Is that because you believe you're guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
On a factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Riddle, on or about April 19th, 2020, were you in the area of 300 South Magnolia in Lansing, Michigan?
Yes, I was.
That's in Ingham County, correct?
Yes, Ingham County.
Okay. And while you were in that area, you had an encounter with Mr. Thomas Reed, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
And you and Mr. Reed got into an argument. And at some point, you grabbed Mr. Reed and tore his shirt. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you didn't have permission from Mr. Reed to do that, correct?
No, sir.
No further questions.
I know, Your Honor, people are satisfied.
The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea if your plea made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. You have a violation here that you need to address here. Let's see. Pled not guilty to the violation. And so the matter was set for hearing. Was the officer subpoenaed?
I do not believe so, no, Your Honor. I don't have anything in the file.
He needs to be subpoenaed for the sentencing unless he's pleading to the violation.
Understood.
We'll set your hearing for the bond violation for the same date of your sentencing. It's going to be May 21st at 9 a.m. in person at the court. You need to undergo a substance abuse assessment prior to your sentencing, and you need to meet with our probation department. Is he being held on this only?
Yes, ma'am.
Was he on GPS tether before this?
Don't believe so, but Mr. Riddle, were you on tether on this case?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he was, Your Honor.
Okay, and you were on tether until the time that you were picked up recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's unfortunate. He was supposed to be before the court a year ago, and even on tether, that didn't bring him before the court. Is there restitution for this? Because my note from September 2020 was that he was offered disorderly jostling and restitution was owed for medical bills.
We have been trying to get documentation from the victim in this case, and we have not been able to do so.
I ordered the defendant to appear back on February 6, 2023 in person because he was disruptive during the arraignment for a PA 53 violation. I set it for an in-person pretrial PA 53. He failed to appear. And he's been MIA for about a year now. Did you want to address bond?
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Riddle just a little bit ago, and interestingly enough, what he said to me was, you know, I was going through a time and I was a bit of a hothead, and it showed in the way that I acted. But he says that, you know, he is in a different place now, a different headspace. His time inside has even given him further opportunity to reflect on who he is and how he wants to be. He assures me that he participated in the process and will show up for whatever the court requires if granted bond. But that was the gist of the conversation that we had prior to today's hearing.
Well, he's gonna need to tell me something himself because the last time he was before me, he was disruptive.
Can I say something, Your Honor? Can I speak, Your Honor?
You may.
Yeah, I was being rude. I was pretty rude the last time when me and you were talking. And I'd like to say, I really do apologize for that. I really was just, my mind and my head and everything that I was doing, I wasn't really in a straight path. But, you know, I apologize for all of that, you know. But I've been trying to put my head on straight, and I'm setting up more of a solid platform for myself right now. Yeah, because this is a time in my life when I really need to figure out what I need to do. So I apologize.
He doesn't have, isn't he on bond on 54B? But he has a pending case in 54B because that's what this police report for the bond violation says. This police report also will indicate to me that you have a pending OWI.
Not in our system, Your Honor, but that doesn't mean that it's not, I can check the ROA from the court as well.
Yeah, it says he has a criminal bench warrant for failure to appear out of 54B, a district court on a driving under the influence. This is a police report from February 15th. Have you been seeing, have you been in the 54B recently?
East Lansing? Yeah, was
Yes.
that from East Lansing? Oh, yeah, she gave me my time served, 35 days time served.
Okay, so you did have a warrant in East Lansing.
Yeah.
It's also
Yes,
said that you
Ron.
have a warrant. It's also said that you had a warrant in St. John's. Did you take care of that?
I've never had a warrant in St. John's. No.
It says you have a criminal bench warrant for probation out of 65A District Court, St. John's.
I've never heard of that. What is that for, Your Honor? I've never heard of that.
I couldn't tell you what it's for. I don't have your criminal history.
I've never been out to St. John's and had a case in St. John's.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but the Law Enforcement Information Network is pulling that up for you. And if you don't address it and you leave, you're gonna be out here with a warrant.
Yes, ma'am. I was not aware of that at all. I have not been out in St. John's. I've never had a case from St. John's.
According to this, you had a probation violation. You were on probation in St. John's, is what this is saying.
No, I've never been on probation
You
from
need to
St.
talk to
John's.
your attorney so you can get to the bottom of that. Uh,
Okay, thank you.
a bond is set at 1,000, personal recognizance with GPS tether. You need to
Okay.
report in person to our probation department no later than 10:30 on Thursday so that they can get you prepared for your pre-sentence interview. And then we'll see you
Yes, ma'am.
in person for your hearing on sentencing and your bond violation hearing May 21st, okay?
Can I ask one
Yeah.
question?
Yes, you can.
How much is 1,000 with a bondsman?
It's 1,000 personal recognizance, so you don't have to pay anything.
Can you say that again?
I said 1,000 personal recognizance, so that means you're not paying anything. You're just responsible for getting tether.
Thank you.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people.
Nothing for the defense.
You're all set, Mr. Riddle.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a nice day.
Same to you.
Okay.
It's Jamar McReynolds here.
Yes, Judge.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jamar McReynolds, file number 24-00202, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Peter Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Riley on behalf of Jamar McReynolds.
Okay, Mr. McReynolds, today was the date that was set for a pretrial on a attempted assault and battery. How are we proceeding?
First, it was an attempted resisting and obstructing a police officer. I believe was a charge in this case.
I don't know why the docket says attempted assault.
Either way,
Police officer assaulting resisting obstruction. I got it.
the people have made an offer for Mr. McReynolds to plead guilty to an added count 2 of disorderly person jostling, and we would dismiss count 1 with forfeiture of his taser. It's my understanding that Mr. McReynolds isn't accepting the offer today.
That's correct, Your Honor. Mr. McReynolds would like to exercise his right to a jury trial.
Okay, so we will have this matter set for jury trial. You want to decline the offer, sir?
May 14th at 8.
May 14th at 8 a.m. in person at the court for jury trial, okay? Any questions today? What's your badge for?
I received it as a special agent for the U.S. Marshals. I go through a lot of training. I took the United States bar exam, got 74% on that, and I had 20 miles. Part of my application earning it, I had 20 miles. No one gave it to me. I earned it plus one teachers.
Okay, sounds good. Congratulations to you. Any additional matters for today's record?
Nothing from the people.
No, Your
Okay, we'll see you on May 14th, sir. Representing Mr. Cena. Mr. Lee is not on my Zoom, and he's got to stop going missing and while I'm on the bench.
Faster than you think.
Don't worry, let's go get one. Let's see here. What do you have with you?
Craig Sims,
On
Secretary.
the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Craig Sims, phone number 23-01439, council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Craig Sims.
Okay, how are you, Mr. Sims? I'm sorry? I'm doing well, thank you. Today's the date that was set for a pretrial on ORV operate. How are we proceeding on this?
Mr. Sims is working on achieving his driver's license. I think this way he has a permit. He has a test scheduled to obtain his full license, so he could be requesting another court date so he can.
What is this text? Our next court date.
How much time do you have in here?
This today.
April 16th at 1:30.
April 16th at 1:30. Okay? You have any questions for the court? Get your copy of your notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing from the people.
Oh, you're on.
Thank you. You're all set. Who's representing Ms. Padilla?
That would be me.
Are you ready on her?
They're ready to go on the record.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Brittany Padilla. And that's in file number 24-00407. Council appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrowski on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender Jacob Raleigh on behalf of Brittany Padilla.
I can wait until Ms. Padilla is ready.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry.
Thank you. Today's the date and time that's set for a pretrial on a domestic violence. How are we proceeding?
At this time, Ms. Padilla was set this case for a final pretrial trial.
Was there an offer?
There was, Your Honor, the offer was for Ms. Padilla to plead guilty to domestic violence with 7694A.
Final pretrial?
April 30th at 8.
And Georgia.
May 14th at 8.
Final pretrial, April 30th, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Jury trial, May 14th, 8 a.m. in person at the court. Do you have any questions today, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing from the people, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
You're all set, Ms. Padilla. I don't see what happened to Mr. Cena. What happened with Mr. Cena?
Your Honor, I was neither able to see nor hear Mr. Cena. I'm not sure if he's having some technical difficulties. I told him I'd come back to the courtroom and let you guys know what's going on.
He's not in my breakout room. There's no one there.
Okay, I did advise him that if he's not able to fix things on his end, that he might want to consider disconnecting and relogging back in to see if he could establish an appropriate connection.
Let's see. He's in Department of Corrections.
Yes, in fact, there he is.
Which facility is he in?
I believe he's in Marquette.
In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus David Sina, file number 21-00121, counsel appearance.
Assistant Prosecutor Paige Petrosky on behalf of the people.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr. David Sina.
Today was the date set for a pretrial for an operating while intoxicated second offense. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, the prosecutor has offered OWI first, and Mr. Sina is prepared to plead today to OWI first.
That's correct, Mr. Sina?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Okay. You have the right in this matter to the presumption of innocence. You're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecutor prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You can remain silent at your trial and not have silence be used against you, or you can waive your silence and you can testify at your trial, or you can subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf or present evidence at your trial that you believe show a defense to the charge of OWI second offense that's being brought against you. You also have the right to see, hear, or question in court any other witnesses that the prosecution is calling against you. You understand each of those rights?
I do, Your Honor.
You have the right to require them to prove each element of operating while intoxicated, a second offense beyond a reasonable doubt. You want to give up that right and plead guilty?
I do, Your Honor.
Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive those rights and enter a guilty plea to operating while intoxicated first offense?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody made any promises to you to get you to plead guilty to operating while intoxicated first offense?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that this is a conviction that potentially will need to be reported to your future employer?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to operating while intoxicated first offense, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Sina, on or about July 26, 2020, were you driving in a vehicle in the city of Lansing, on South Cedar and Mount Hope?
Yes, sir.
And that is in Ingham County, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at that time, you were involved in an auto accident, correct?
Correct.
And as a result of that auto accident, the police did a blood draw and tested your blood for substances, correct?
Correct, Your Honor. Or, sir, sorry.
And do you dispute that fentanyl was found in your blood?
I do not.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is satisfied with the factual basis, and I'll accept your plea. I find it to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. You're in custody at Marquette Correctional Facility. Let's see here. Until when?
My first out date is September 1st. I'm sorry.
He's got some time on this too. Let's see. Credit time served. You're all set.
That's it?
Well, you're gonna be in jail longer than I can sentence you on this.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, the court. Thank you.
Thank you. You're all set.
All right.
Okay, I think that's all I have for the morning. There's Mr. Kemp who's failed to appear this morning, but does have a PV in the afternoon, and then there's Bullock, which is a 2015 probation violation. I would hope not, but it happens, you know. Let's see. Just to see that.